Hi ladies at CC East. I'm going to go through my Essentials notebook. This is our Essentials curriculum that we all have. And let's go through here real quick. We have the table of contents, and then I highly recommend that you read the expedition. In here there's a lot of encouragement. It talks about a three-tour thinking. A lot of new mamas, you might get under pressure. You need to know how this program works. This is for 3 years, so you need to gear it appropriately for your child. So go ahead and read this section. The itinerary has a wonderful scope and sequence. It shows you everything that we're going to be learning each week. So like in week 11, this shows you the charts that we're going to be doing and the task, and we're going to learn about, let's see, SVLPN and SVLPA. Basically everything is right here. So if you had to miss class for some reason, you can look and see what we're learning, and you can pretty much tell what charts and what task for the sentences I will have assigned. Over here is a wonderful page called Everyday in Essentials. It tells you about essentials in class, and then how to do it at home, how to schedule it for your child. And it also puts in the IEW portion, which is wonderful. And then here's a week at a glance, and then scaling for different ages. You need to scale this appropriately for your child. So go and read through all those before you come to class on the first day of class, okay? Let me show you through a lesson. This is week 1. At the top of each lesson is a gray box, and it shows you exactly what we're going to be learning today. Below it shows you the definitions of everything that we're learning. I highly recommend that you read through this. It shows you what we're focusing on. Read through the lesson plan so that you can see if you can figure it out. But if you have questions and I don't answer it while I'm teaching your child, then make sure to ask while you're in class with me. It will make it a lot easier for you. There is an optional editing portion with this curriculum, so your child, you could photocopy this, because this is your hard copy, and have them edit it. They would basically fold it over, edit it, make all the corrections, and then flip it back over and see if they did it correctly. Okay, we're going to skip over to week 3. And once again, like I said before, the gray box shows you what we're learning. Here are definitions. But what I love about week 3, and you need to remember, is it has details about the analytical task in detail. So, excuse no in the background. But so it walks through everything, especially the question confirmation. Any question that we will ask to figure out what part a word plays in a sentence will be here, and then diagramming, and this shows you what a sample analytical task sheet will look like. Your child is going to fill these out all through the year, and so this shows you what it looks like filled out. And here's tasks 5 and 6. They won't do that till a lot later. And there's always, each week there's a scripture verse, an encouraging word. It really seems to be very applicable for that week, so I highly recommend that you read it. Okay, we're going to go to the homework portion. These are the sentences that your kid will be doing for week 3. If you look at sentences 1 through 3, it says basic. If you have a new year student, a first year student, that's what I mean, is they're going to be doing these basic sentences. But if you have a second or third year student, you can add on these advanced sentences. All right, so when you go to do the homework, you would dictate the sentence. You would say, Jesus wept, and he would write it out on the analytical task sheet. Remember, I showed that to you just a second ago. Let me pull it out. So they would be filling out a sheet just like this, okay? And let me go back. Then you would check these mechanics with them. Is there a subject? Is there a verb? Here's the question confirmation. You would read these questions. Who wept? And they would answer. You're asking the same questions that I am asking in class with your students, so they'll be very familiar with this. Here are the answers for tasks 5 and 6 for moms who have second and third year students that you want them to do tasks 5 and 6. Okay? So this is all laid out for you. You can do this. You can ask the questions. You can do it just like we do it in class. Just make sure you know this is here. All right, now we're going to move on, and we're going to go to the very back of this book. Get past week 24. Here is the gear pack. I passed this out to you for your student to put in their notebook. You have your own gear pack. Use this as a hard copy. All right, so if they mess up their hard copy, what I gave you in orientation, then you know you can have a hard copy to make copies off of. Here are all the charts, and if I keep going, you're going to see there's a task analysis sheet. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. An analytical task sheet, all right? And here are all the sentences for diagramming from weeks 1 through 24. Here's task 5 on the back of the analytical task sheet. Here's quid a quo, a basic one, and then a more advanced one. I like this better. It makes it easier. It's just better. And then there's the excursion. The excursion, it has like really in-depth charts for if you're studying into verbs. And then there is actually a punctuation and capitalization like rules, and a spelling curriculum for your child if you want to use it along with homophones. So if you didn't know what was in there, now you do. This is what is in our Essentials curriculum. Let me know if you have any questions.